something we haven't done for a long time on this YouTube channel is to go over some of the ration packs from around the world. This one happens to be one from France, sent to me from the Prepper Shop UK. Happens to be the biggest prepper shop in the United Kingdom, and we're looking at menu number 6. So basically this is one box with everything that you're going to need to survive out in the field, which has 3,600 calories all in this conveniently shaped box, waterproof, wrapped. Pretty cool. And if you notice there it says without pork. I'll let you draw your own conclusions to why that's on there. So luckily for us, we have French and English. Menu number 6 as follows: chili con carne, tuna and ginger salad. For a starter, 100% duck pate, soup, processed cheese, sweet biscuits and salted biscuits, coffee, tea, chocolate, muesli, isotonic drink powders, nougat, fruit jellies, energy bar, chocolate bar, jam, packet of tissues. We've got a stove with matches and everything you're going to need, and water purification tablets, all sealed up in this box. So we're going to open up this pack and have a look to see what's inside. There we have it. You can give a good look at the rough idea of how big or small this is. Back in the day in the military, what we'd do is we'd be issued something very similar to this. We'd take it all out and we'll make the packet smaller, because what you didn't want to do, if you're out in the field for 3 days, you won't want 3 of these rammed into your rucksack. You break it all up and distribute it throughout all of your kit for your smock, etc. So we've got this tab here and a tab here. Very simple. Here we go. Wow. This reminds me of Christmas. Opening presents. Now what have we got inside? Straight off the bat, we have this muesli energy breakfast. Wow, with fromage. So I'm saying au yoga, so that's going to be yogurt in there. Wow. So I would assume that you just add water like so and mix it up, give it uno minuti, 1 minute. Happy days. What else have we got? Wow, soup. Let me see if I can get this in shot. Here we go. Soup. Very nice. We have an isotonic drink mix here. Wow. Awesome. Funny. We get these in the British military ration packs. It's just basically jam, like plum jam, in a squeezy tube. You zip it off, squeeze it into your mouth with a good few mouthfuls of water, and you got some isotonics, which is really good for you. We got a brew kit. How cool is that? So everything is conveniently packaged inside already. We're going to get into the contents of all of this in a sec as we go through the video. Wow. Combat Fuel coffee bar. Very nice. Pear fruit bar with energy in there. Very nice. These look like tissues for obvious reasons. A lot smaller than we've got in the British ones. More fruit energy bars. Wow. Who doesn't like nougat? Look at that. Mixed fruit nougat bar. Obviously nougat came from France, so yeah, you probably won't get any better. Ah, dark chocolate. Noir. 72% cacao. Wow. I'll tell you what. The French military do get spoiled with good quality stuff. Very nice. Ah, oi, chef. Does anyone know what that is? Fromage. I would say that's probably like a cheese spread. Very cool. And it looks like a tin of pate, very similar to what we used to get issued in the British forces a long time ago. Some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Chicken liver pate, etc. So that should go down a storm. And typically you would have your pate on biscuits. Now, looking at this, wow. 6 salted biscuits, 4 cereal biscuits and 4 chocolate biscuits in a box. It looks like the French love their biscuits. And looking at some MREs years ago from around Europe and indeed Russia, lots of them really pack their rations out with biscuits. Wow. So yeah, you can have your cheese, you can have your pate, you can have your jam, etc. smeared all over these biscuits. A very nice little morale boost when you're getting some rest. Now this is seriously cool. This is its own heating stove which you assemble yourself. This is excellent. Back in the day, the British ones, you would get these issued separately. This actually comes inside it already. Fuel tablets, it's called a heating kit. We'll go over all this in a sec. Main meals, or if you're American or French, you say entree, chili con carne. Now, if that doesn't look good enough to eat, I don't know what is. That looks absolutely freaking gorgeous in a very good, sturdy sized tin. And this says it expires September 2025, but like I said, you can easily chuck a minimum of 5 years on top of this, and if it's got no dairy parts or powder, you can make that 10 years easy. So yes, long term or medium term food storage for sure. Wow, doesn't that look delicious? Wow, something completely different. You're not going to find this sort of stuff in the British military ration packs for sure. So this would be the sort of thing which I would choose personally for my breakfast. I'd have all of that muesli with that energy stuff in there. I'd have some wake up fuel with some combat coffee. I'd have maybe some hot chocolate. I might have that for tea. A couple of cups of coffee for sure. And if you wanted to, you've got your different teas there. You've got your sugars, you've got your salts and peppers. The majority of this right here come in that tiny little pack, which we saw earlier. And you should absolutely mix and match whatever you want. So that would be probably my breakfast for sure. And like I say, if you really wanted to, you can mix that up with maybe some jam, and you could select a few biscuits from there as well. The whole cool thing about this pack is you can literally tailor it to whatever you want. You can even break this up into bits and put it in here and mix it all up. You can squirt that in there, heat it all up. You can do anything really. You just have to use your imagination. So one good thing about this is with these biscuits is there's so many different ones on there. It's pretty cool actually. It's not just like we had back in the day with biscuits brown. If you can look in there, all of the different biscuits. Wowee, they do look very nice. So there we are, a selection of our le biscuit. Very nice. So yes, you got the salt ones, you got the cereal ones, and you got the chocolate ones. And knowing the French, the chocolate's going to be really up there. It's going to be quality stuff. I mean, when you see 72% cacao in a chocolate bar, that's going to be really good. So what I'll probably choose for my lunch, if we do get time in the day to have something to eat, would be this really nice looking good quality salad, some sports energy drink, because we are going to need to replace all of the calories which we've been losing. We've got the savoury biscuits with the cheese spread. We're going to have some nougat, and I would say some of this fruit bar as well. That would be the sort of thing which I would have for my lunchtime during the day. So moving along for evening meal time, the sort of thing which I'll be looking at would probably be the chili con carne, some of that nice chocolate, some of this fruit bar, wash it down with some hot soup, which it looks like it could be chicken. I've got all of this chicken pate here with these biscuits stroke crackers, washed down with a nice hot cup of chocolate. That sort of stuff, probably about an hour before you hit the sack, will absolutely keep you lovely and warm in your sleeping bag and give you loads of calories. So if you do have to get up and about during the night, you're not going to be exhausted because you've literally fed your machine with something like this. Like I say, this is typically the sort of thing which I would choose out of the pack. for this time of day. Obviously, anyone using these can do whatever they want with this and eat it any way in any order they see fit. So, as promised, this is the heating kit. How cool is this? It's a lot smaller and slimline than the ones we get in our ones. There are our fuel tabs there. What else have we got? The stove itself. And if I can get it, there we go. Toothpicks. Wow, we really are getting spoiled. The stuff in here is insane. Now, how did they get that in that tiny little box like that? Crazy. A good quality, quite heavy duty rubbish bag, basically. So I'm always a huge advocate in the field. Leave no trace. Don't ever leave any of this stuff lying around. You shake it all off, clean it off, dry it off if you have to, put it in here, tie it up, then you can get rid of it the correct way as you go through, rather than just leaving it all over the woodland. So that's really cool. Like I say, these are the fuel tablets. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there. And I would probably use 1, maybe 2 per time that you're going to use it. The same as we get in the UK, water purification tablets, 6 of, with an expiry of 2026. Make sure that you keep these really, really dry, away from damp. Anything damp or wet, these will just literally just dissolve and they'll be useless, okay? So really keep these dry. How cool is that? In a sealed plastic bag. That's really sealed in there because they absolutely don't want these getting wet for obvious reasons. There we go. Matches. When was the last time you used matches? Fantastic. And toothpicks. Look at that. I've never seen these before. Dental hygiene in the field. We get chewing gum. They go really, really well, beautifully turned toothpicks. Can you believe that? Wow. With camouflage on them. These are really cool. I like these. And here is our stove. That's all it really is. Very, very thin, as you can tell. Stamped out piece of steel by the feel of it. So all we need to do is we just need to bend it. Very, very simple. Just bend in place, and then that is literally all there is to it. It is that simple. You just bend it a little bit and your food will just sit on top like that. Very, very simple. Usually the best designs are the simple ones. The good thing about these, if you can look at it, all it does is this flat piece on the bottom here will literally just go underneath like that, okay? And if you look, it just literally holds it with these tiny little pieces. They just clip over the top. There we go. You can see right there. So it literally secures it. So personally, I would just bend it over like that. So you can move it around, okay? So you can put it on your stove, you can cook it when it's ready, you can literally, or if I just put it on there, we can just take it off. Very simple, very effective, very straightforward, very lightweight, small, and designed for maybe a few uses, okay? If you're careful with it and you look after it, you could use these probably multiple times, but they are basically designed to be used once and thrown away. But they're really cool. I do like that idea. Very, very nice. Right, so do you know what? Should we just give this a go and see how it actually works? I'm itching to know. So we've got our really, really cool little micro stove there. We've got a little pot mover or manipulator, and we've got our mill, and we've got our cool little tablets with our matches. So I think we should see how this absolutely goes. Going to start off with one tablet on there, set aside. We're going to get our matches like so, and incidentally, I've seen it go wrong all of the time. When you're striking matches, put your finger on the head like that, push down and move it towards you. Don't do that sort of thing, okay? There we go. So we light it, and we're just going to hold underneath until it's lit. Done. Easy. She's a lit one match. We've got all these matches left. Personally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I would say about halfway. Wow. Ginger. Who would have thought it? And we're just going to put that on top like that. So ginger and tuna. Unbelievable. Before it gets too hot, we could use this on there. So we got some sort of control or movability on there. We can move it around this way because I'm right-handed and it's easy for me. And yeah. Wowee. I'll tell you what, the French really can't be doing with dodgy food. It smells amazing, by the way. Who would have thought it? It's cooking away nicely there. Oh. Incidentally, these are very similar to the old hexi blocks, which we used to use in the military in the UK a long time ago. These smell very, very similar. So personally, my advice, if you are using these, use them in an extremely well ventilated area. Okay, do not use these in a confined space. As long as you've got lots of airflow and you're outdoors, even better. If you're indoors, make sure there's a door or window open, because the fumes coming off of that isn't very good to breathe. Okay. Right, we've been cooking for quite a while now. I've stirred it a few times and there is still fire going on in there. So it does look like that you're only going to need one fuel tab to cook one meal. That is crazy. Oh wow, it's cooked through. They appear to be little pasta shells, a tomato looking sauce with ginger and lots of tuna. And be under no illusion, this is absolutely piping hot. I can see bits of peppers in there, possibly chilies as well. So I think it's only fair to try some. I've never tried tuna with ginger. Wow, heavy on the ginger. Wow. How do they do it? That is very, very fresh. Lots of real chunks of tuna in there, as you can probably tell. And it is very, very hot. Oh, huh. That is seriously good. Wow, should we try this? Yeah, why not? Cheese bread. You know, in the US military rations? Yeah, they've got their own in a little tube that you squeeze out in a sachet. But this, yeah, the French decided to put it in a nice robust tin. So let's see what this cheese stuff looks like, shall we? Wow. It smells just like Dairy Lee triangles. And we got some of these savoury biscuits. And the consistency seems there as well. Very creamy cheese. Oh wow. Wowee. That is seriously good. Very creamy, mild cheese. Nothing strong, nothing stinky, nothing rock hard. And the temperature outside here is probably around 6 degrees C. Wow. And you can tell just how strong these crackers are. They're not just falling apart. Really, really good. Absolutely gorgeous. Next off the bat, I'm itching to try this nougat. I'm a big fan of nougat, especially cherry stuff. So, what a big, wow. There we go. Does that look good? Wow. Look at this. You can see how lovely and gooey that stuff is. Wow. Delicious. Well, that was fantastic. Do you know what? I could go on and eat the entire thing. But 3,600 calories. Yeah, crazy. So what I've seen so far, these seem very, very good. And one of the things I like about these is because they're so small and stackable, you can literally get loads of these and store them very easily. I'm not too impressed with the way the UK have gone with bags. You know, they're a nightmare to stack and move around, and they could get damaged. But the French, they have stuck with their really good quality sturdy box with really good quality food inside. I'm going to be trying it out in the field one of these days. It looks really, really good. So if you guys want more information about this, there's a link below. If you click on that, it will take you there, and just type in the words French ration and then you're away. Awesome. This happens to be menu number 6. There are multiple menus to choose from, and yes, the dates are pretty good. So you guys take care. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.